Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Christian Adventure Gamer, and I'm your host, Daniel the Paladin. So it is Christmas time, December 1st, and we have a new Advent calendar to go through with you. This one is the Missing Hollywood Star with 24 exciting riddles. So I've done this the last 2 years. Had some ups and some downs, right? Some challenges. So I'm excited about learning how to play this one, because I feel like that's what it seems like, right? Is you're learning how to play the games. But yeah, we're going to crack this open and go through door number 1. So let's go ahead and switch views real quick. That's good there. So let's go ahead and crack this open. There are spoilers in this, right? So let's go ahead and just do this. So knowing that there's spoilers in there, you're going to be seeing answers to the riddles if you follow along. But if you're going through this story, the Missing Hollywood Star, and then follow along as you go through yours to see how we compare to each other, right? Let's go ahead and open that up. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Got some windows here. Actually, no, they're TVs, right? So it's like security camera, right? At least it looks like that, but then it also looks like it's a part of a scene, right? Because you're in Hollywood. So there's the storybook. And here is the Advent calendar. Here's the decoder, right? And so I need some scissors. So pause while I get some scissors. Let's go ahead and cut this. Looks like there's 2 screws here. That's interesting. And they're just on either side of that line. So I'm sure that is a clue. Let's do that. There you go. Now you can see. There's the screws. So October, December. Interesting. Almost like the style of Back to the Future. So I wonder if there's going to be some Back to the Future theme here. Alright, so you got October, December right there. I see another screw there too. There we go. Boom, there it is. So there it is. A place for notes here. We got this, you got the camera on the other side, so when we decode, we flip it this way, right? And this is continue here, right? Alright. And then it tells you some of the answers to the clues. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin, right? We got the Advent calendar. Here we go. So I'm going to tear out this. Instructions here. Alright, so I'll go ahead and have that. Read it. It looks like I flip it up to read it. Alright, introduction. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Belts out from the radio as you drive your pizza delivery car through the festively decorated streets of Los Angeles. The traffic is worse than usual, and that's saying something, right? It seems as if the entire city is out on the roads, maybe early Christmas shoppers. As you are driving at a snail's pace, you have time to take in the roadside scenery. Two children press their noses flat against the window of a board game shop. Nice. A store Santa rings his golden bell on a street corner. In shorts, nothing unusual about that where it is 20 degrees Celsius in the shade. You've been living in California for a while now, but you are still not quite used to the climate. When you arrived in Los Angeles a few years ago, you were full of big dreams. Hollywood, world of the stars, birthplace of enchanting and full of enthusiasm. You jumped straight in. Oh, sorry, I misaligned. Birthplace of enchanting illusions and timeless classics. Your future path was always clear to you and full of enthusiasm. You jumped straight in. Tirelessly, you took part in one casting call after another, deeply convinced that one day someone would recognize your acting talent and give you the chance of a lifetime. You laughed bitterly. Well, that one day is yet to happen, and casting directors don't seem to see your talent the way you do. Anyway, as the perfect role has so far eluded you, you keep your head above water. Like so many others, by working odd jobs, the reason you are reminiscing so much about your acting dreams today has to do with your next delivery destination. You have to admit, when the pizza order came in, your heart did skip a beat. A delivery to the Werner Sisters Studios, instead of Warner Brothers, right? It's Werner Sisters Studios. Of all places, how exciting. Everyone in Los Angeles knows the address of this legendary film studio. Best-selling international blockbusters are regularly produced here. With all-star casts, that's not all. The extensive grounds also serve as a kind of film museum. It is the home to sets of all-time classic films, including lots of original props. You have visited the Werner Sister Studios for casting calls once or twice. Even if nothing came of it at the time, you at least know the area. The entrance gate is half open and large sign hangs on the door. Absolute silence. Filming. Below it. Someone has pinned a handwritten note. Please put pizza next to the director's chair. Money will be transferred. You realize you had a delusional hope of being able to speak to someone here, maybe to get an autograph, or at least see a few celebs. You enter the set and are surprised to find that it is deserted, or at least filming is not currently taking place. They must be on a break. You look around curiously. The scenery indicates a remake of a classic in the style of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. A historic-looking street with a cozy old pub is fronted by a huge, festively decorated Christmas tree. Artificial snow is falling everywhere. Someone must have forgotten to turn off the machines. Even though you know this is just a set, you can't help but be filled with Christmas spirit. The set designers have done a really great job. However, the fact that the place is deserted seems strange to you. Even when there's a break, there should be umpteen people scurrying around, checking camera angles and lights, getting props ready, giving final instructions to the cast. Shrugging, you place the pizza boxes as requested next to the director's chair. Suddenly, the gate closes behind you with a dull bang, and you hear the lock click shut. You look around, startled. You are definitely uneasy. Maybe you'd better get out of here. You are just about to leave when you hear a strange, tiny voice speak hesitantly over the loudspeaker. Hello? Can you hear me? Good. Okay, listen. You have to trust me. We have very little time. I have a huge favor to ask of you. Confused, you look around. Do they mean me? The voice sounds distorted, yet somehow familiar to you. It is a famous actor or director. After all, this would be the obvious place to meet a star. You listen spellbound and try to remember when and where you have heard the voice before. So there's a huge problem, the person continues. We are in the middle of shooting a new Christmas blockbuster, but it looks like the main character is missing. They seem to have disappeared. Nobody knows what has happened to them. Maybe we should assume the worst. It's quite possible that our star has been kidnapped and is being held against their will somewhere. One thing is certain, though. The voice breaks off briefly, as if they can't believe what they are going to say next. You've got to help. Do you understand? Most likely the missing star is still somewhere on site. Search the film sets and bring them back in time, or the Christmas movie will be ruined, at the very least. Completely dumbfounded, you sink into the director's chair. Oh yes, adds the voice rather annoyingly. You'll find the doors to the film set are locked for security reasons. However, there are clues in each room to help you figure out the door codes. Good luck. You exhale audibly. Then the loudspeaker crackles one last time. Oh, feel free to grab a pizza. You'll need it. On the house. Then the connection finally breaks off. You can hardly believe what you just heard and believe even less than this news was actually meant for you. There must be some mix-up. Perhaps you are just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and you should get out of here. Hop in your pizza delivery car and drive off. Then again, there is nobody here but you, so if there is actually a real problem, then the responsibility now lies with you. Maybe you should help. You ponder. Your pizza shift is over anyway. This was your last delivery for today. You think about what awaits you at home. A small, drab apartment and a boring evening on the couch. What's happening here? On the other hand, feels like an adventure. Obviously, the chance to look around different film sets is also extremely tempting. Looking around the set again, you suddenly spot footprints in the artificial snow. Were those there before? The footprints look huge. Who or whatever passed through here must be very large. Your gaze follows the prints to the back wall of the Christmas backdrop. What on earth is that? There's an enormous hole in it. Something must have broken through there with considerable force. Did this creature maybe abduct the star? Gosh, then they really would be in great danger. Given the damage to the backdrop, you doubt the perpetrator would handle people very gently. You rise resolutely from the director's chair, quickly put one of the pizzas in your backpack, and head toward the hole in the wall. You need to rescue the missing star. Of that, you are in no doubt. Are you ready? Continue reading the calendar sheet, First Christmas, and begin the riddle. So let's put these in order, because who knows, we might need these. All right, December 1st. So it's December 2nd. So let's go ahead and break this one off. Close that out of the way. All right, December 1st. With a feeling of slight unease, you climb through the hole in the studio wall. Hello, is anyone there? You call out timidly, but the set seems deserted. Nobody answers. You can hardly see anything. The room is lit weakly by emergency lights, but you spot a shining flashlight on the floor. It seems someone has left it behind. You quickly pick it up. It could come in handy. You look around and see floor-to-ceiling shelves full of film rolls. Wow. If you are not mistaken, you are in the legendary Warner Sister Studio archives. If only you had a little more time. It would be amazing to browse here in peace. Of course, that's out of the question at the moment. By the glow of the flashlight, you discover several rolls of film lying around in the floor. Some rolls are stacked in teetering towers. Some seem to have been randomly pulled off the shelves and distributed around the room. Someone or something either stormed through here in a hurry or was looking for something. You can't shake the feeling that the rolls of the film lying around have some meaning, as if someone was desperately trying to leave a clue or some kind of trail. Was it the missing star? It says A Christmas Carol. It's got a number here with a star being like a shooting star there. And it says, now open door 1. Behind you will find 5 strange item film reel. All right, so we got to find door number 1. There it is. There we go. And as you can see here, maybe, let me turn on a flashlight. All right. dark room. We got film reels, right? All right. So I see a flashlight there. Looks like he's pointing towards that back rack. There is a little paper on the. Let's see if I can take a picture of it. Alright, so I see a bunch of them stacked on the ground. Okay. Is there anything else I'm missing? Alright, so I looked in there, took a picture, got this, have these, so let's see what the. Okay, so let's pop them out of here. Alright, so if we go to the picture I just took, there is a stack of the films from biggest to smallest. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's the biggest. There's Robin Hood. So I'm going to slightly move these over because there's numbers on them. And exit one. So if I stack them and they put them all in the center of each other, can I see any other numbers? No, it doesn't necessarily look that way. I can try 1, 4, 5 and see if that does anything. I doubt it does. 1, 4, 5. It can't be that easy, right? So let's see, we're here. So we're going to go up 1, and up 1, and yeah, so it's definitely not going to work. And then how many were in that? So I think we have to stack it beginning here. Yeah, so this is part of the clue. There was nothing on the back side of these, no. There's wording on that. I can't read it because it's so small. So it's pointing, it says code. So I took a better picture. And it says code and it has up. So I wonder if it starts from the bottom and works its way up. Alright, so we have a 6, an 8, and a 2. 6, 8, 2. Six, 8, 2. Alright, so we're going to go over 1. What the heck? There we go. So we're going to go over 1, over 1, over 1, and then that does not match up. Alrighty then. So. Looks like they're all slightly stack to one side too. So like if I go like this, and I stack this one here on the side like this, and I stack this one on the side like this. So all kind of leaning to one side. Interesting. Okay. So what other clues are in the room? Let's see if there's any other of those. Five, 2, 8. Look at this. There's some here. So I wonder if that's the code. 5, 2, 8. Let's look. So 5, 2, and 8. So then it goes up one, down an angle, down and down straight, and that's definitely not it. Okay. I've tried the 1, 4, 5. That doesn't work. Let's see here. At. So they go in a certain order. So let's look at the first letter, right? So A, T, that's at. Nope, that's not going to be anything because that's R, T, B, and E. There's another stack underneath it, too. So maybe we try that. Those go there. We have this one on the side here, maybe. We have another one here. Right, because then there's that one and that one. Oops. Down that one. And then we have that one and that one. So let's try 1, 2, 8. Alright, so we're going to go up, down, and then back up. Y, hex, Y. Nope, not it. Interesting. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll go from the biggest to the smallest. Let's look at a clue. Hate to look at a clue this early. But my mind is just not catching on. Alright. For the first clue, fold to the lower edge of the page. Alright, first clue. In room 1, you find some eye-catching reels of film. Did you also see the note on the wall? It shows a stack of film rolls sorted by size. Coincidence? Probably not. Try putting your rolls of film on top of each other, sorted by size. By the way, the largest roll is on the calendar sheet, marked December 1st. Yes, okay. I've done that. Want to try to line them up? I guess I can. Because they all have lines. Okay. Shoot. And then exit the game. Alright, so I've done that, and I don't see anything, right? I can try flashing a light on this to see if anything shines on it. Click, there's possibly designs. There are designs on it. On each one. Okay, so we have to line up to match the design, it looks like. Okay, so let's start with the big one. Yep. So that goes there. I see. Okay, so then we have to match up this one here. Let's see if that looks like that matches up. Yeah. Let's see, does that look like it's right though? Kinda. Not quite sure. See a shooting star. There's like a Batman symbol. And a bird. Oops. So there's a bird. Okay, so we know that the bird, Batman, and the shooting star. So the bird, the Batman, and the shooting star. Alright. The biggest to smallest, so it would be 6, 8, 4. Let's try that. Six, 8, 4. So it's going to go down 1, over 1, over 1, star, Y, circle. So that's it. So that is door number 2 there. Alright, so hopefully you've seen how I did that. So there are, and it's going to be hard to probably see on this camera, but there are little white lines that you can barely see on the edge of the film reels. Right there. It's like almost like a watermark, like maybe something dripped on them, right? Very, very, very faint. But you line them up and they give you images, right? So here's another one. This one's a little more visible than some of the other ones. I had to use my camera phone. I had to use the camera on my phone to see them. But you line them up and angle them to the right position to make an image. And I made a Batman symbol, a bird, and the shooting star. And that was it. So that's where we start tomorrow. All right, so that one was a little bit of a tough one. I only got to read one clue, so thankfully it wasn't too hard. When I say tough, it was, I didn't even realize that there was images or markings on the real canisters, right? I knew from the clue inside the box or the door, right? I knew that there was a code. It said a code, and it showed biggest to short or smallest real size, right? It's just I did not see those images until I actually kind of like focused on, realized that they were there, and then move them to adjust them. So that one, it was tough. Tough might be not the right word. It caught me off guard. How about that? Yeah, so that was day one. Hopefully you enjoyed this door already. So that's it for today. We're going to dive into door number 2 tomorrow. So hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.